Hi guys, well I'm Rajit from Kerala, India. I'm a chess trainer by profession. I'm a chess player too. Well, I've been coaching for past 5 years, I believe. And today I'm with the topic of Evans Gambit, how to play against the Evans Gambit. That's my topic, and I'm gonna show you very old, reliable ideas. Just two ideas I'm gonna show you. Please do check it out. Here we go. Well, e4, e5, knight f3, mm, knight c6. You have bishop c4 and bishop c5. Well, the b4. This is our subject. Black can avoid the gambit by playing knight f6. Here, knight f6. Yeah, you can avoid the evens gambit by playing this. Anyway, but our subject today is bishop c5, b4. And in my opinion, the best way to meet this gambit is to accept this challenge. Because bishop b6, a4, I don't like for some reason. Anyway, white has some play. It's not clear anyway. So take it, c3. Well, here black got the four decent squares for the bishop. One is to bishop a5, this one, and bishop c5 gives a tempo by playing d4, pawn to d4, and bishop d6 also, and bishop to e7. There are four lines, but I'm recommending bishop a5. Well, bishop a5 is is officially proven the best way to play against the Enos gambit. Definitely, this is the move I'm recommending. Okay, here white can play queen b3, d4, or castles. In my opinion, white wants to take an advantage. I think he gotta play pawn to d4. That's my opinion. Anyway, this is more critical. And let's check first queen b3. Queen b3, there is a game played by Garry Kasparov against the Nigel shot. He played queen f6, he won this game pretty easily. And yeah, I think queen e7 is much easier to play. I'll give you the idea, so let me show it. Pawn to d4, well, that's a move. It takes castles, okay? But we play knight to f6. This is the idea. Yeah, we are going to castle shot, and d5 runs into knight d5, the thematic knight d5, knight d4. Black is absolutely fine. And the more critical is pawn takes c5. Then you take back with the knight, knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes f7. Well, here you don't want to play king to f8 because you want to kick this bishop on f7 by playing rook to here. Just play king e7 because the e4 is under attack. White king is not castle here. So white castles and you play a rook to f8. This is the point. You see where the bishop moves. There is only one decent square for the bishop into this one. But this is not a good move. This is a weak move because we play knight g4, s2. And white plays something like f4, queen c5 followed by knight f2 is all good for black. That's the one point. So he has to play the intermediate f4. Then you take the pawn. But there is no rook here. The bishop is still hanging. The bishop c4, and I think you can play b5 here also is very interesting. But another solid approach is to play rook to f8. Because you can play king to d8. Definitely that's a move. But the b5 is also interesting. It's a fine move. And yeah, this is the queen d3 line. Well, after d4 is the move. Yeah, d4. Here I'm suggesting pawn to b5. It's a kind of counter gambit line. This is the so-called Baxter's line. Yeah, it's very. I mean, this line has a huge advantage over the theoretical line in the events gambit. because it doesn't have a pile of theory to learn. It's very easy to learn, easy setup. I'm just gonna give you the easy setup. You don't want to memorize moves and so many things, and just play, you know, normal moves. You get a fine position. That's it. That's what important is this move. Anyway, he has to take. If he plays bishop b3, we'll take the pawn, and he cannot create the battery along with the queen b3. Well, this is sorry. This is not possible. Queen b3 is not possible, and that's one idea. Takes, and we play knight to e4. He has to take, knight takes, the bishop is hanging, he has to take, pawn takes, queen takes, then you play queen to f6. Just exchanging, the queens. So e5, I don't think it's a good move because we always play queen to b6. And e5 would be a kind of liability in the future after the exchange of queens. So the best move for white to play castles, then you play bishop to b6, attacking the queen d3, because queen takes f6 is not favoring white. You see the pawn structure a2, c3, e4, it's not good at all. Anyway, queen d3, then you play knight e7, and white plays normally knight d2, because idea he wants to play knight f3 followed by bishop d5. That's a move. So he castles, white castles, knight f3, bishop d5 threatened, and knight g6. Well, bishop g5, you play king to e6. And see the point of king e6, you're gonna play bishop to b7, rook to e8, putting pressure on the e4 pawn. And if white plays something like bishop c4, in this position, you have this nice move, knight e5. It's all good for black. Just remember it. So I think a4 is the move. a4, you play a pawn to f6. Because bishop d2 is not good, we have this move. Or we can play, this also. This is fine. Maybe rook e8, fine. Anyway, so the move is pawn to a5, then you play bishop to c5. The bishop on g5 is hanging, he has to do something. So bishop e3, you take, queen takes, and you can put the pressure on the e4 pawn like this one or rook e8. You got a fine position. I don't think white can claim a big advantage here. It's a very easy position for black. So this is one line I'm recommending. Well, the another line is more complicated. So c3, pawn to a5, bishop to a5, d4, you take the pawn. This is another line. Castles is the move, and you play knight to e7. Well, after knight e7, the more critical is knight g5, in my opinion, because pawn takes pawn is another line. Because here you gotta play d5, pawn takes, knight takes, queen b3 is the move, and you have to play bishop to e6 because queen takes b7 is not good at all. You have this fine move, knight b4. The idea is rook b8 trapping the queen. It's all good for black. So that's not a move. Anyway, bishop e3 makes more sense, cutting off the king from castling. And here you play queen to d7, preparing long castle. I don't think white got a big advantage. That's one line, and maybe knight g5 is more critical. Here, the best move for black is to play d5, and minded castles is a big mistake because queen s5 is coming. Double attack. S6 runs into knight takes f7. You have to give up your rook. This is not good because we take the pawn. But knight takes d4 is not good because bishop b2 is coming. Knight move, then g7 checkmate. White is completely winning, I can say, right? So there is no castles and there is no knight e5 because he takes. I'm sorry, bishop takes. Knight takes, bishop takes, king takes. Queen x5. Just pick up the loose piece on a5. It's all good for white. So that's why that's not possible. So d5 is the only move. Yeah, pawn takes. You don't want to take the pawn with the knight because this is also a mistake. Because white has this fine move, knight takes f7, and here white got a the fine version of the flag lever attack. The point is queen takes, queen f2 check. Okay, if you play something like king e6 and he's in trouble, rook e1, knight e5, then bishop f4. The game is almost over. He can't do much. White is completely winning. Okay, that's all about the knight takes d5. Okay, here the best move for black is to play knight d5. Knight d5, queen takes d5. The point is knight takes c4 is not possible because white got the intermediate move. Queen takes g7 is winning. So that's not the move. And here we play s6, protecting the knight, also attacking the knight on g5. White normally plays here, and you play bishop b6 and queen h4. Yeah, after queen h4, in this position, I think, in my experience, some of my opponents played knight g6, queen h5 I played, and king f8. This is a mistake, king f8. Don't do that. Because we have this nice break, knight f7. Attacking the queen and the rook. He has to take, Have to take, then pawn to d6 open check. Yeah, it's all over. You can't take back with the knight because of the queen f7 checkmate. Otherwise, he has to give up his queen for maybe a pawn. It's not good for black. White is completely winning. So that's one point. Well, after queen h4, my recommendation, what I'm recommending, just take the bishop. Queen takes, you take the knight also. It looks scary, but it's not real. Just trust me. Well, bishop takes g5 is a mistake because we have the fine little trick bishop takes f2, king takes f2, followed by castles. Now king g1 runs into queen takes d5. Black is much better. This is not good for white, so white should not have played this. Anyway, he got a better move. Yeah, after pawn takes g5, the d6 is the move. Queen takes, then bishop g5. Now you see the castling is not possible though. This diagonal is open for the white queen. So here black got a piece up and just give up this piece back. Here also the right move is queen takes. Rook takes bishop is not possible because queen check. Queen f7 runs into same tactics, bishop f2, king f2, castles. And black is completely winning. So that's not the move. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, queen takes, e6 is the move, and you take, rook takes, then you play castle. You see the f2 is weak and the back rank is also weak, and we are playing from some tricks, The thing is, yeah. Anyway, the best move is bishop takes. Rook takes is bad because bishop takes f2 followed by bishop h4. So bishop takes e7. You pin the rook. Now rook takes f2 is coming. So white gotta do something, Bishop, yeah, bishop takes f8, and you take the rook. See the back rank, one move checkmate for them. Knight d2 is the only move, and you take the bishop. You see the position, or pawn on a2, pawn on c3. It doesn't look good, and black is absolutely fine. White cannot claim any advantage. At the most, he can hope for a draw, I believe, and black is very much fine. Yeah, so that's all about the two variation. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.